Manifestation gets mocked for two reasons. Reason one is because it has been marketed like magic. The loudest voices will tell you that all you have to do is raise your vibration or act as if or just do this with no explanation on why it works. It's treated like fantasy because it's been presented like fantasy. Reason two is because it's severely misunderstood. People assume that if it's not purely metaphysical, it just doesn't work at all. There is already a psychological process within our brains that make manifestation work for everyone, whether you believe in energy or not. When people hear the word manifestation, they picture vision boards and moon rituals and, quite honestly, a lot of sitting around waiting for the universe to drop a dream life into their lap. And that is the problem, because manifestation is not magic. It's not cosmic wishful thinking, and it's certainly not delusion. There's no need to be delusional with it. Manifestation at its core is nothing more than psychology. It's the ability to use your mind to deliberately change your perception, your behavior, your identity, and ultimately your results, aka your outcomes. And when you understand how it works in your brain, you stop feeling like you're playing pretend, and you start treating it like the critical life skill it actually is. Neville Goddard says that man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. On the surface, that sounds mystical, but in psychology, there's already a matching concept, and it's called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is your brain's tendency to seek, to notice, and to interpret information in a way that confirms your existing beliefs. If you believe, for example, if you believe that nothing ever works out for you, you will unconsciously notice every small setback and you will ignore every small win. If you believe that opportunity is everywhere, you will spot naturally and will naturally act on things most people would overlook. If you believe that you're an ugly duckling, you're a very ugly person, you will prioritize instances and people that confirm that belief. Again, if you believe or you think everyone is obsessed with you, you will naturally seek out opportunities, activities, platforms that further confirm that belief. Moments that align with that belief will carry more weight for you. And that brings us to the machinery that makes all of this happen. That's the Reticular Activating System. The Reticular Activating System, or the RAS, is essentially a bundle of nerves in your brain that acts like a filter between your conscious mind and all of the information that is flooding your senses. At any given moment, your senses are picking up about 11 million bits of information. However, your conscious mind can only handle about 40 of those bits. So the RAS decides which 40 it gets. How does it decide which 40 you are going to observe and notice? It's based upon whatever you've told it is important. So for example, you and I could be in the exact same room and we would have totally different experiences because our brains are filtering out totally different senses. I might notice the bar and the woman wearing a garnet necklace because I came here to have fun tonight and let go for once. You, however, might notice the CEO of the company because you are ambitious and you're currently seeking advancement. When you set a clear intention and you visualize it regularly and you affirm it with words, you are essentially sending repeated, let's call it priority updates to your RAS. You are telling your brain, hey, look, this matters, look for it, and show me opportunities that are related to this. That's kind of what you're telling your brain. That's why we visualize and set clear intentions. And here's the funny part that I've been trying to convey since I started this whole channel. You don't necessarily have to believe in metaphysics or believe in the law of attraction for this to work. This will work whether you believe in anything cosmic or not. This is just a built-in feature of being human. The RAS is only the start of the piece, however. The next piece would be neuroplasticity. Certain scents can transport you. And for me, fragrance has always been that thing I need to feel fully like my best, ideal self. But buying full bottles gets expensive. I'm so excited to share that this part of the video is sponsored by Scentbird. They are a fragrance subscription I've been partnered with for a while now that lets you try out over 900 designer and niche scents without committing to a full bottle. Each month you get a generous 30-day supply. You just pop it out of the sleek case provided, and you can see how much fragrance they actually give you. I like that it's portable. I can just pop it into my bag or even a backpack or pocket. This month I picked up 4 new fragrances. I got Kayla Gray's Cozy, which feels exactly like its name. It's warm and soft and comforting with notes of pear, skin musk, and almond blossom. Then I also got Michael Malel's Vanilla and Cream. It's sweet and creamy without being overpowering, with notes of pear, skin musk, and almond blossom. Just the kind of scent I'd wear for a cozier date night when I want to feel just a little bit more decadent. And then I got this beautiful one by JUS. It's powdery, delicate, almost vintage in its feel, with notes of lychee, rose, and iris. And not to forget, the new company's Water Therapy. It's fresh, aquatic. It's a clean scent that just feels like absolute purity for some reason, with its notes of seawood, rose, and fig. I love how affordable Scentbird makes it. Your first month is only $8, and after that, it's just under $17 a month for access to fragrance and brands you already love and many you've yet to discover. Plus, their quiz helps match you to scents you'll actually love. And because you're switching it up each month, you avoid nose blindness, which is that thing where you stop smelling your own perfume after a while, causing you to bathe in it, wasting product. So if you want to try Scentbird, just scan the QR code on the screen or use my link below. With my code maleeka55 off, you'll get 55% off your first month, free delivery, and even a free case. So you're really only paying $8. Honestly, it's your little dose of deserved, luxurious self-love for a fraction of the true cost. Neuroplasticity, it's your brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. Visualization, affirmations, scripting, acting as if they're not magical spells. They are mental rehearsals, and mental rehearsal has already been proven in dozens of studies to strengthen the same neural pathways that physical practice does too. This is why the elite athletes visualize. It's not because they believe in the law of attraction, if they even know about it or are even open to it, but it's because when the moment comes to act, the brain already has a pre-written program to follow. This is the real mechanism of manifestation. You create a blueprint in your mind, a psychological blueprint, and then, without even noticing it, you naturally start behaving in ways. You naturally start acting as if in ways that bring that blueprint to reality. This is the part that a lot of manifestation content leaves out. Opportunities don't just come knocking at your door. Doesn't happen like that. What happens is you start behaving differently. You quite literally become a different version of yourself. This will always happen. Let's say you are aiming for a new relationship, a perfect new relationship. So you visualize it nightly. Maybe you script it a little bit. You practice your affirmations. Over time, without consciously deciding or even consciously noticing, you naturally start carrying yourself with more openness. You can receive compliments better and actually believe it. You start dressing with intention. You start saying yes to more social invitations and dates. You've primed your brain to be the person you would be in a relationship, or to be the person you are who always gets asked out. And that behavior is what lures in more, better opportunities, more and better, more quality people that align with your identity, with who it is that you see yourself as now, with who it is you are behaving as. Why? This is because of something called cognitive dissonance. Your brain wants your behaviors and your identity to match your beliefs, to match your self-concept. Alignment. So if you keep telling your brain, I am a healthy and fit person, it will create subtle discomfort whenever you act out of alignment with that self-concept. And it will push you towards opportunities and choices that create that alignment. In other words, you're not bending reality, you're bending yourself. When you change, your reality will change. The world is just your consciousness objectified. Here is the grounded process that I personally recommend. Step 1, you want to get specific. Your brain can't focus on something like this. I want more money. Like, more compared to what? For what purpose? You want to choose a clear, measurable identity. An example would be, I earn $5,000 a month from my copywriting side hustle. Visualize this. Visualize earning $5,000 a month from your copywriting side hustle. Visualize that. Identify with it. And over time, you start aligning with this identity, not just in your psyche, but physically. You start moving in ways that align with that identity. Step 2 would be to make it familiar. Spend a few minutes daily imagining it as already normal. Picture paying your bills with ease. Picture your calendar filled with clients. The goal is to make it feel ordinary, because your brain is more likely to pursue what feels familiar. There's no fear surrounding familiarity, no fear surrounding the ordinary. Step 3 would be to prime your environment. This is a very, very important one. Put cues around you, a note with your goal on your mirror, a background on your phone, even the scent. I love playing with that. Even a scent or a playlist that makes you feel like your future self, like that ideal version. These cues constantly feed your RAS. Something that I find to be quite powerful. This is my favorite manifestation technique, if that's what you want to call it. But I will select an item that I would need if I did have that thing that I wanted, and I will just leave it hanging around my normal daily things. That for me helps me make my desires, make whatever it is that I want and whomever I want to be now. It helps my brain make it feel like it's already done, like it's already rational, it's already familiar, it's ordinary, it's just part of me now. If your goal is to be an author or a writer of some sort, set Microsoft to launch automatically when you open your laptop. If the goal is to travel, well, then when's the last time you saw your suitcase? If you even have one. Is your passport updated? Do you even have one? This is how you prime the brain to reveal opportunities that it was previously filtering out. The opportunities were always there, only you were missing them. Step 4 is act on micro opportunities. In manifestation world, we call this inspired actions. When something aligns with your goal, meaning it feels inspired, don't overthink it. Respond. This means apply for the program, email the contact, adjust your strategy, say yes to the date. The physical action is what transforms your blueprint into physical reality. If faith without works is dead, this would be active faith. Step 5 is track evidence. You want to keep a running list of small signs you're moving closer. In manifestation world, we call this synchronicities. And yes, this does keep your vibration high. And yes, it does put you in a grateful mood, a grateful state of being, which does make you more magnetic to the universe. But in grounded talk, all this does is serve to enhance and benefit and keep clean your confirmation bias so that it's working in your favor and not against you. You're strengthening your confirmation bias when you notice and keep track of the synchronicities. Here's the truth. You can reject spiritual language entirely. You can reject the topic altogether, and manifestation will still work for you. How many super successful people out there do you know that are complete dicks? They have no connection to spirituality whatsoever. How many of them? But they're successful. They get what they want. Because what we're calling manifestation is simply goal-directed focus, identity alignment, and persistence, amplified by the way the human brain filters reality. Once you understand the psychology, you begin to see that manifestation is not about bending the universe to your will. That would be far too difficult. It would not be the path of least resistance. Manifestation is far easier than that. All it is about bending your habits, your perception, and your identity until the outcome becomes inevitable. And that is not delusion. This is just a fact of human design. That's the only strategy. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. So, how did you like today's video, and what video would you like to see next? You'll let me know in the comments section down below. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Toodles.